Please stand for the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
What up, what up, what up, Jupiter? I'm Kirsten Fisher.
And I'm Madison Glode.
And as always, we have your JHS Student News for Thursday, April 21st, 2022. Today we have a very special guest star. Everyone please welcome Mia Rizzolia. Woo! Moving on. Here are the class of 2022 class sponsors with important information about senior activities. Take it away, Mr. Day and Ms. Jeffs.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mr. Day.
I'm Mrs. Jeffs.
And we are the sponsors of the class of 2022.
So we're here to just give you a couple of reminders about some of the Senior Week activities that are coming up and senior activities that we're going to be hosting for you and we've prepared for you that we want to make sure that everybody is aware of and try to get a head count for before that actual event. So if you would, please take out your phones at this time if you have not already done so and scan the QR code that's on the screen. You should be able to do it as long as you are logged into your student portal. There should be no issues. And if you have already done it or you think you may have already done it, it will only let you fill it out once. However, you can go in and edit your response at any time. But we really are just trying to get a head count for some of these activities so that way we can make sure that we don't run out of food or prizes or gifts or anything like that, and we are fully prepared for you guys as well. So it's really important that as soon as possible, like right now, you give us an idea of if you think you'll be attending. This is not like a for sure yes or no. We will need permission slips from you, which we'll cover in a few minutes. But in the meantime, if you would go ahead and scan that for us so that way you can fill out that form and let us know if you think you'll be attending. We're going to tell you a little bit about what those activities are going to entail, which may be a little bit of a refresher since you heard about these at your senior assembly, but maybe you weren't there, maybe you weren't listening. These are just some of those details recapped for you.
Okay, the first activity is not a senior week activity, but it is prom, April 29th, 8 to 11 at the Wyndham. This is not a senior week activity. It is sponsored by the junior class. However, you do need to be at school on that day. And then the night of prom, you will need your ID and your ticket. So make sure that you are able to find those, put those in a safe place now because it's coming up in a week.
All right, the next thing, or the first true activity after senior sign out week has happened will be on Monday, May 16th, and that's going to be our Rapids trip. So this is something that you will have to drive yourself there, or get there yourself. We will be there as early as 10 o'clock to accept you into the park. It is free if you have paid all of your dues, but if you have not paid your dues, you will have to bring $45 cash with you, and then that will cover your ticket into the park and a meal. Parking is not free at the Rapids, so you will have to bring $15 cash, so it might be a good idea if you carpool, travel with a friend, get dropped off, however you want to do that, but you will, like I said, we will provide lunch, and you will have access to the park as long as you want to be there, within those hours. And we'll be there as soon as 10 o'clock to accept you in, and you'll get a little lunch voucher and everything, so food will be on us.
The activity on Tuesday is the picnic at the park in the Carlin Park Civic Center. It's free for those who have paid their dues, $25 for those who have not paid their dues. It is going to be extremely important that you have signed up for this activity because we are ordering food and we need to make sure that we have enough food on hand for everyone that is signed up. I'm also going to tell you, please do not plan on bringing your boats and parking them outside the buoy and swimming in. That is not acceptable. But you come to Carlin Park and we will have a table set up there for you to sign in, register, make sure that you are on the list. And then we will have a picnic there. It starts at 11, and we will have a gift for you when you get there.
From the Rapids, too. Yes. Okay. On Wednesday, before graduation rehearsal, which is mandatory, by the way, we're going to have a bowling day for you guys, or bowling morning at Bolero right around the corner. Super easy to get there. And that's going to start at 10:30. It's also free if you've paid your dues. I think maybe you're noticing a trend at this point. Otherwise, it's $25 for you if you have not paid your dues. So again, $25 cash. We're going to provide food for you there as well, and also a gift, which will be something that you can enjoy in the arcade at the bowling alley.
If you are going bowling, it might be beneficial for you to bring a pair of socks because you may not want to wear shoes that somebody else has had their feet in without socks on. So, also on Wednesday is graduation rehearsal. Graduation rehearsal is here in the gymnasium. It is not at the fairgrounds. Do not go to the fairgrounds looking for us at 2 p.m. on Wednesday. That will not be an excuse. Graduation rehearsal is here in the gymnasium. It is not optional. Take off work now. Make sure that you are here, and we look forward to seeing you all there.
If you don't come to graduation rehearsal, your card will be removed and you will not be able to walk in that ceremony, and your parents are going to be very sad. So please just make sure you show up.
And we'll be sad too.
Yeah. And then afterwards, right after graduation rehearsal, maybe a couple hours in between, depends on how long graduation rehearsal actually takes you, we're going to have a movie night here on campus in the courtyard. We're going to have a nice big screen, and we're going to play a movie which have not actually determined what that movie is going to be. So you may have heard rumors, and at this point, we haven't officially decided. So, but anyway, if you'd arrive around 5:30, we're going to have food. We're going to be, Chick-fil-A is going to be catering for the event, and we're going to have Kona Ice, and you'll have a movie, and you'll be with your buddies and everything. So bring a lawn chair or a blanket so that way you can make yourselves comfortable in the courtyard, and it'll be really nice. So free if you have paid your dues, $20 if you have not paid your dues. Bring that cash, and then you'll get your Chick-fil-A Kona Ice and be able to enjoy the movie with your buddies.
The final senior week activity that we will be hosting is on Thursday, May 19th at the Palm Beach Skate Zone down in Lake Worth. It is free for those who have paid their dues and $20 for those who have not. We have a special gift for those who show up. I guarantee you this will be so much fun. Couple of these activities, any activity that is off campus does require a permission slip. Regardless of if you're 18 or not, you need to have a permission slip on file with us. A couple of these activities, the rapids, the picnic, and ice skating, will require an additional waiver. When you pick up the permission slips, we will have attached to those permission slips the waivers, how you get those waivers to sign up for the ice skating, the rapids, and the picnic. All of those things must be filled out regardless of if you're 18 and you consider yourself an adult. Here at school, we need to have those permission slips signed by a parent. All of these forms will be on in the bins outside of room 5113, right by the senior display case. So those plastic bins will have all of the permission slips starting next week. And then at senior sign out, we will have 4 different bins where you can put all of the permission slips depending on which activity you plan on going to.
And just some other reminders, not really having to do with those activities in particular, but just as we get closer to your last day of school, prom tickets are sold out. So we keep getting emails and things like that. So I just wanted to remind you guys that prom tickets are sold out. They have been sold out since right after spring break. I know that there is a wait list for seniors, but even that I believe has been exhausted at this point. So it really is, it's a week away. Please don't show up unless you have a ticket that is registered under your name. If you have questions about additional graduation tickets, that is something that you're going to have to discuss with guidance. Again, it's not something that Mr. Day or I have any control over, the number of graduation tickets or anything like that. Graduation announcements can be ordered through other companies. From what I understand, just as soon as today, as I just found out that Herf Jones, I believe the deadline for their graduation announcements was this past Sunday. Don't 100% quote me on that, but I believe, again, you're getting close to that deadline, so I'm not sure what that is. But there are other companies also that do graduation announcements, but either way, it doesn't have anything to do with Mr. Day or myself. So if you have questions about that, I would suggest contacting Herf Jones or other companies for your graduation announcements. And you can still pay your dues up until senior sign out. Once you get to that point, that's where we're going to be checking that dues list for cap and gown. There were also some questions about payment and where do I pay for my cap and gown. You should have already been measured for your cap and gown at this point, and so at senior sign out, that's where you will pick it up. There will be a roster that shows whether you have paid all 4 years of your dues or however many years you've been at JHS. And if you have, then you'll be checked off and you'll receive your cap and gown. If you have not paid your dues, you will need to pay $75, as Mr. Versa mentioned in the senior assembly. So it's $75, and then all of your activities will be a la carte if you choose to attend those senior week activities. But and as far as any other activities that are outside of the ones that we mentioned, those really have nothing to do with Mr. Day or myself, and they don't have anything to do, and a lot of them are not even affiliated or not sponsored by Jupiter High School, so it's not something we can help with. So but that's about it.
It's coming up soon. We look forward to seeing y'all. Also, if you are having trouble with the QR code, the Senior Week survey or Senior Week activity survey is available on the Google Classroom of the class of 2022, so you can check it out there as well.
Please fill it out, even if you're not 100% sure if you're going. We do need these head counts as soon as possible, like right now. Do it right now. Thanks.
Bye.
Thank you. Tomorrow, SGA will be hosting a pre-prom Care Week assembly during 4th hour in the auditorium. Any senior attending prom who has not yet received an invitation can stop by room 4217 to pick one up. Congratulations to Computer Science Honor Society members Haley Zuba and Dylan Rankine, who were selected for the 2022 CIO Council School District of Palm Beach County Scholarship. Social Studies Honor Society, attention class of 2022 members, if you pay for your court on cashless schools, please plan on picking it up either next Wednesday, April 27th, or Thursday, April 28th, during either lunch in the courtyard. Thank you.
Dual enrollment on campus. Earn up to 13 hours of college credits in 1 year. Stay here on campus and pump up your GPA. Junior and senior students that qualify, please sign up on Mrs. DeLeonardo's office door and student services. Warrior Baseball. Varsity has junior night tonight versus a strong Jensen Beach High School. The junior presentation will take place at 5:15 p.m. with the game starting at 6:30 p.m. Come out and support your Warriors. Boys Varsity Lacrosse takes on Palm Beach Central in the regional quarterfinals at home this Saturday, April 23rd at 7 p.m. Come out and cheer on your 2022 district champions as they work to bring the regional championship home again this year.
Calling all NFHS students, our final meeting will be held this Friday, April 22nd in Portable 36 during Lunch B. We will be selecting next year's officers and distributing senior graduation stoles. If you're a senior or a prospective officer, please plan on attending.
The NROTC Marine Scholarship Program briefing will be in room 4112 during both lunches on Tuesday, April 26th.
And now you've been waiting. Have you been waiting, Addison?
I've been waiting.
Have you been waiting, Mia? Apparently Mia's not excited, but boy, am I excited for today's birthdays of the day. So happy birthday to Parker Betts, Brooke Boschko, Madalena Kalu, Avery Doty, Reed Hilton, the legend herself, Brooke Ingram, Shayla Juan Lopez, Melina Marks, another legend, Leah Perry, Maggie Santiago Gonzalez, Luke Scirardi, and last but certainly not least, Caleb White. I hope you all have a very happy birthday. And that is all the news that we have for today. Thank you so much, Mia, for joining.
You're welcome.
It's been a pleasure.
I'm glad it was. Okay.
Have a great day, Warriors.
And now for your moment of silence.